Attention, attention, attention. This is the Townnet A of the day. I am your net controller, TNet number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign for net.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Okay, we have one person. Anyone else want to check in? Check in, check in. It is the check-in time. It is the check-in time. This is the town at A. Anyone want to check in? Check in, check in, check in. It is now 1 p.m. And this is the official call out. This is your town at A of the day. If you're around and would like to check in, please come in with your call sign.
Kenya number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
We have one more person. Anyone else would like to check in? One last call for check in, check in, check in. It is hot here, but let's not make the nest so cold. Come on, check in. Okay, we will begin. Wow, breaking the record. We have two check-ins today. What is going on? Anyway, so maybe we should do this. Let's pass the mic around and let you guys begin the net so we can see if any more people will check in. We'll start from the bottom. TN number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Kenya number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Sijuan Gijang. Hasija Gijang. Yeah, I'm getting ready for work. Gay downstairs is getting breakfast ready. That's why she hasn't been on. I have a late start today. It's just the way the appointments roll. Yeah, we did the Sky Emperor demon killing ritual scripture last night, which we both felt like we were children at a play, and the gods were perhaps our parents watching us as we trucked along with the chanting. But we got it done, um, and um, and I definitely it had a pretty profound effect on me, for sure. Like this morning, I kind of woke up with the Wosung Deity song that you had come up with on the AI music and been playing throughout my head. Every time I checked in on my hand, it felt better. And funny enough, like one of the weirdest but coolest things that happened while I was like doing a spasm, that like it had a, because that's what happens. It's like it spasms, and I have the jade ring on. It's like I found this crazy amount of relief by basically forming the crane's the crane's fist, the crane's beak with my hand. Like it just it yeah, and that was kind of like I don't know, like an intuitive reaction. And yeah, it's like I could again, just like the first time I put the jade ring on, I could feel my body relaxing more. I could feel it yeah, like the pains are diminishing, so that I'm pretty excited about that. Just like I'm excited about the SWOR effort. Um, yeah, and I'm a little out of breath because I'm like still trying to get myself together to get ready for work. I'm about to go downstairs and get some breakfast and get gay on the call in just a little bit. But that's kind of where we're at today. Team out number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
That's very good. You already started. And it is just the first time. So you haven't even learned how to actually chant. So it's already doing kind of good. So keep going. You will be learning more about it on the weekend. I was initially planning to do that for the JOG, but now we have a new mission, so I'll see what to do on Saturday. Maybe everyone will have to get like up to the stage where like you all have the tools checked. Maybe do it together again, like check all the stationery, and then get the full work going, and maybe we can all do a few full in class together. So we'll see what that will lead us to. Eh? I saw a message come in. Who was that? Let me check. Um, okay, there is a message. Eh? Oh, Cheng was around. No. Hmm. Anyway, it's okay. I'll move on to team yet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Team at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. Gijong to Agap, Shadi, and Shadwan. Gijong, I'm, as per the div that I did this morning, having a very high energy day or high chi day, so I can really enjoy. I wish I had more days like this, and maybe it's the start of more days like this because it really does feel good. Uh, I wish there was a way to keep mosquitoes off of me. I woke up with several bites this morning. I don't know where they come from, what bites me, but they love my blood. Today, I was going through all the mission requirements, and I'm putting the final touches on the letter and getting ready to print out, and then I'll be putting that up for review. And so we're ready, and I'm very excited about the next steps for this mission for everybody and new people involved also. That's exciting to see how it will turn out. And I have a few other people to work on. I did start that other mission with the people at my job bad-mouthing me, getting my work taken away, so I'm still battling that. And other than those kind of two events, feeling very good. I believe I got rid of a lot of stuff around here, swept up, cleaned up, um, and just to really just moving along. So, Ting at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Team at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Okay, I just heard Cheng checked in, so I have him up. Let me do another call out to see if anyone want to join us. Anyone want to check in? Please come now.
Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
November Golf.
Okay, I got anyone else want to check in? Okay, well, we have 5 in total. That's not bad. um, so yeah, it has been quite surprising to have that new operation, the new mission. Never expect that, but well, it came to us, and the first thing I was like, "Oh man, this is fun." The first impression was, "Oh, we got a case study! Yay!" We were just talking about like using the magic to kick people's butt and like you should revenge and all that. And hey, there you go. So it's a nice case study, real life case study, and you see how I dealt with them. Yeah, I'm not gonna be nice. Senior number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Team number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. I am also very excited, Sajwan, which is kind of strange, not because I'm excited, but how someone could be so arrogant and rude to ask for your help and then want to just be automatically disrespectful because they think they know what they're doing. I mean, if you're looking for help in the first place from anybody, when you try to humble yourself and ask, well, this is the situation, this is what I'm experiencing, can you help? Especially if you're trying to educate them, because you never know what you don't know. I think that's the common misconception of people, like they're not aware of the things that they don't know, which is kind of the irony, people kind of focus on the things that they do know, but they just don't know the stuff that they don't know. Because she's referring to a particular god that is not even Taoism, it's some kind of garbage, which I think from what I saw was Buddhism or some type of Hindu bullshit. Just more trash, and like you said, most of these Taoism people just have a whole salad bowl of misinformation and a whole set of garbage, which is a popular thing in society. We tend to prop up the people who just are scammers or who spread a lot of disinformation, a whole set of trash. Like especially when you go on TikTok, because TikTok is where a lot of the garbage tends to surface, whether it's about Taoism or history or anything in general. It all just seems to be pushed to the surface of people's face where they just consume it very quickly because people just seem to gravitate towards misinformation or destructive habits, which is very strange. But yeah, this is going to be a very fun case study, and I believe we're all very excited about it. Tiniat number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Well, that shows you that she didn't came with a genuine heart. Like she's not really here to ask for help at all. She was just coming to pick a fight and just waiting to see when she can actually like flip, right? So yeah, that happened not only one time but many times already. But in the past, I wouldn't bring it up all the time like that in the chat room because like hey no one needs to know about this but now I like the first thing I thought of is hey you guys are just on this topic and why not bring it up and have everyone play with it. It's just another sandbag so we can use it as a learning opportunity to have everyone learn something, right? And you can also observe how the work is being distributed and planned and all the stuff. It's not just about magic like rightful and stuff. It's also about the mindset, how we deal with a case. And you're not like going to rush to like, yeah, let me just go hit them and then, start attacking. No, there is strategizing, there's a planning, there's different phases of a war, and you have to take it seriously. It's not just about venting your emotion. It's about you actually want to destroy someone, and that takes strategy. So let's move on. Tier number 2, Golf Echo India.
Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India. Yeah, just kind of checking in for the day here. I felt pretty good about my debriefing this morning, despite all the negatives. No more freak out days. I'm done with that. There's always a better way to use what's given. So that's what I'm going to focus on. And the a little bit of background distraction here. I'm looking forward to getting involved with this operation going forward. It's cool that I feel like I've got a part to play. I will do so diligently, as well as, of course, sending troops and all of the everyone stuff. Yeah, and I find myself really intrigued and excited about learning to create the temporary seat at the altar, um, and find out what that's about. Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India.
Do you realize that you were put to do the div? Everyone was saying, "Oh, Gay is the div girl." So yeah, I think you will be the one. The div in the mission is like, imagine in a real battle, right? There's this department or team that always have to go out and scout, and they have to collect the intels, like, oh, how's the other side doing? Any update, on their side? Is it like they're fine? Are they arguing? Are they sick? Like, you're gathering that kind of information to find us a good day, so that when we launch, it's going to be like a good day for us and a bad day for them. That way we know, okay, this day we launch, it's going to hit them very hard. We don't just hit them like, any random day. We pick their worst day, like the worst luck for them, and then we just bomb it over. Hey, you have a bad day? Great. Let's make it worse. Team number 2, Delta November Golf.
Team Yacht number 2, Delta November Golf. Nice, Jajan. Greeting everyone on net, Jajan Gijang. Yeah, this is kind of like awesome to have a mission together, and we can exercising our uh, magic together. This is it's really awesome, and uh, sometimes we need to, like you said, we need to kick some ass, you know. Grateful to this asshole, so we can exercising our justice and then do what we need to do to stand up. And I'm exciting. So yeah, kind of seeing the papers earlier that the white cam is just this is that the like bring the message and reporting back and forward like that, and then yeah, I might gonna be learning a lot. So can't wait to do it. Back to you, Net Control. Net number 2, Delta November Golf.
This morning, Tin Hong was asking me, "Are you angry at that person?" I'm like, "No, I'm not angry." Like, there's so many assholes out there doing that, like bad mouthing me and such. I'm not angry about it. But I said, all I feel is very excited. Like last night, I was excited. I made a rep right away just to make sure I catch on to the soul chi of that person, right? Because they were just fresh. So I got the connection secured. Now that person is not going anywhere. So anyone making a rep of that person later, we can I can just like burn my rep into yours, and split some of her chi into you guys, the rep on your end, and then you will be able to attack. So yeah, it is a very exciting moment for me because I saw a great amount of teaching that can be done, and that's what makes me so happy. I'm not angry at all. I'm like, yeah, there's just another bitch. Okay, before I continue, let's see if anyone else want to check in. Anyone want to check in? Okay, well, I will start a little bit different, like topic right here. This morning I was looking at TikTok, right? And there's this Chinese doctor, Chinese medicine doctor, and they were saying something that aligns with what we also say in our perspective. So I decided this will be nice to bring it up. So the doctor was saying, like one of the most stupid thing that people believe in these days are doing mask, and they buy expensive mask to put on the face and think that will actually help. Oh, my skin is so dry. I'm gonna like do all that mask and put it on the face and like that, right? So yeah, the doctor was saying, well, you know what? No doctor will do this because they know that it's not going to work. The mask, whatever you put on it, whatever that there is, like whatever essence, it's just on the surface of your skin, and is not actually going to go deep enough to affect the actual quality of your actual skin. So after you do the mask, you feel moisturized for a bit, and then after like 1 or 2 hours, you're back to normal because all the stuff on the surface is just dehydrated, like it's gone, it's evaporated. So they're like, yeah, you put your face into a tub of water for a few minutes, and then you come up, it feels like, wow, I am moisturized. It feels like that too. But after a while, it's gone. So there's like not much difference between that and actually, spraying a bunch of water on your face for like a few minutes, and then hey, you're all wet on the surface. But does it actually solve your problem? No, it doesn't. So it's like a scam in a way. They sell you this product to believe that by doing it every day like a ritual, you're gonna get better skin. No, it's not. Anything on the surface doesn't fix the problem. So okay, great. She brought up the problem, but she didn't actually talk about the deeper side of like how to handle your dry skin or what actually causes your dry skin. Now, before I continue with the teachings, maybe you can give some input from your end. Team net number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tenyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Yeah, I'm somewhat familiar enough. It reminds me of how the habit that most people have of treating the symptom and not getting to the actual heart of the problem. Is when I first got into massage school, like in the early 2000s. Yeah, it was one of the things that they they were educating us on, the idea that what one was experiencing didn't necessarily mean that was the problem itself. It was like a symptom or like a side effect of the actual problem, and that we had to basically work our way deeper to figure out what was going on. And even though it was still a rudimentary education, and as far as like about that, those were the days where it was still heavily influenced by at least what the West understood about Chinese medicine. So they made a lot of references to that. There's a lot of I want to say parables that they had gotten. One that reminded me of one that you shared with us about how the most well-known doctor isn't necessarily the best because they're taking care of the problems that are already like that already manifested, whereas the doctors that are not as well known are the ones that are taking care of the problems before they become a problem. Um, and big money is where the showmanship is at, right? That's like everybody sees like the big problems getting taken care of. That's where the big money is gonna be focusing on as far as attract that the stuff that attracts attention. It's so yeah, I've always been a bigger fan of the preventative methods. um, so yeah, I mean that's kind of like my take on that. Um, this maybe I might have another round in me, but I'm getting ready for work, so I might have to leave before it comes back around. So if that's the case, then I will wish everybody a good afternoon, and we'll try to catch up on NetC, because during NetB I'll be at work for sure. All right, that's Tenyat number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Okay, I will still call you again. So if you're around, just come in. Okay, so let's talk about the kind of chi, the 6 type of chi that we talked about before. When the chi is at D6, actually, let me start from the beginning. So when the chi it's in the pre-heaven is coming over, meaning like the Yun Sun essence is coming over to you. That's the D3 phase. So the chi just came over, and this chi is outside of you. So we call that the wind. But when this wind enters you in the D4 phase, which means the wind entered your negative soul, your ghost altar area, it becomes the D4 element. That chi becomes cold. So the cold chi had to go down and enter the hot. When it enters the hot, it starts to lock in and not go back out. When that happens, the chi is like kind of like stuck and it's suffocating in the middle, but it's building up heat. Once the heat builds up, it starts to like that's the D5 when it's trapped, right? And then once the chi is trapped, it separates itself. It separates the light and the chi becomes the water. So in D6, where it's like inside you, it started to become what we call the dampness, the moisture, damp chi. And then when you release those chi out, right, when you like physically manifest, that's the D7, which is actually the drying, the drying chi. So it vents out with some speed. And because of that, moisture is getting rid of, like your body is getting rid of the so called moisture, the dampness inside. And then when the chi is outside, it becomes in the D8 with your body, and you feel the heat. The heat gives your body the power to feel like you have energy and strong like that. So sometimes if your face is always very dry, it's telling you that your Yun Sun is actually having issue because that's where the face is related to. And you're overly in the like too much in the D7 in that venting manifestation mode, and that's why the dampness inside is gone, and the symptom shows up on your body, showing you that your skin is dry because the moisture, the D6 inside, the resources inside is used up. In another word, your Yun San is like having a drought. there's no water in the ground. All the plants are dying. So yeah, when the Yunsan's on fire like that, that's what happened. Team Yet number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Kenya number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. At first I thought this was describing sweating, but I see that it's actually describing drought. So how does for oil for people that might, if they have oil on this on the face, is that the same type of analysis or process? Or if you have a face that has combination, or you have an oily part in the front on the forehead and on the chin and on the cheeks, but you have dry spots on the temple and on other areas of the skin. And does this pertain to the entire body, or does it pertain to the entire, just to the face itself? Team at number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
The theory applies to the whole body, of course. But now, because like this video that I saw, they're talking about the mask that you put on the face. So we stick to the face for now, okay? Not to make it too complicated. If you have like overly oily skin, oil is like kind of like fat. And you remember there's a lesson I talked about fat and muscle. When you have excessive chi that is being pumped out to the post heaven, and your body is like trying to make something to hold on to the chi because you need it later, right? Yeah. So your body is trying to make something to hold on to the chi that was out. Especially if you say oil, it has to be the yang chi, which is the yang, hey, the positive soul chi, and you have pumped out too much, and you're like not using it, right? You're not really using it, but you have a lot. So where does it have? Where do you expect the body to store them? Like where's the container? Well, then it create fat, it create oil, and these things will be the body for the chi. So if you keep having excessive chi, no matter it's from yourself or from other people, like they're deeping on you, right? That's also chi, and those chi will make you oily. Uh, so when you are eating a lot of yip, you will find yourself very oily and greasy. If you are uh, dry, like we just said, drought, right? The Yun Sun is dry, meaning like, first of all, you have not rain on the Yun Sun for a while, right? So that's why it's dried. Um, the Yun Sun is like a whirl. It got to rain. The rain has to come down. It gets soaked up in the soil, in the ground of it, and some will be stored in the ocean part of it, and eventually, those water goes into the soil. It will come back up to whatever it's feeding, like the grass, like the trees, right? Everything drinks that water inside the ground, just like how our world here works. So imagine your face is like super dry, right? Okay, the Yunsan is having a drought. That means the plants, the vegetation is dying. And the vegetation in the Yunsan is kind of reflecting on your success in real life. So your success is also being killed as you go on like that. Tina number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Tenet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. So basically, you're saying, Sajan, a lot of the symptoms that you will have on your body or your face will directly go back to your yin sun, because your yin sun is going to be the first point of entry for if something goes wrong, and then it will manifest in pre, then come down to post. If that is the correct order, I know that I'm guessing this will fall on some of the celestial medic stuff that you've been teaching us, but the oily stuff songs very interesting because my nose does get a little oily sometimes. Not super oily. My skin don't really be that oily, but yeah, that makes a lot of sense. But how could somebody be eating a lot of yip from somebody else? Could it be just from like physical contact, or is there like other what do you call it? Other means of access, whether it's an email, phone call, any kind of access to somebody who is trying to vent to you. Is that is that the way that you could eat yip, whether it's physical contact or other means? Yeah, back to you. 10 yard number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Yeah, yeep is like someone has a suppressed thought on you and they just vent it out, then it will come to you. The yeep is in T6, so it doesn't matter where they are as long as they just thought of you, vented it out with words or physical method. Like, for example, there's this guy who thought of you and then he was like, oh, fuck, fuck this guy. And he like kind of punched the air, right? That is also yeep transplant. It works. So it's kind of scary if you think about it this way. If you make friends with some kind of stupid people who are like very emotional, and they just burst out their emotion at home, and they're like, "Oh, fuck this person, fuck that person," and then they start to like punch and kick in the air, thinking of you, right? That stuff actually is harmful. It's not like they kick you and you'll be physically hurting, but their yeep goes to you and you will eat that yeep. And hey, you don't know that it's yeep, right? You're eating that 100% and it's just stuck in your system and it clogged your system. And then you have to deal with that for a long time. It's very very annoying, especially kids. um if if you have like maybe like a kid and the kid had like their school friends and the school friends is like talking behind your back, jealous or whatever. Oh man, like so much yeep going to that kid. Yeah, especially those kids that get laughed at. They get a lot of yeep from other people who are laughing at them, and they also build up their own yeep because like it's like I really want to kill all of them, but I cannot do anything. Like my mom say, just shut up, or my parents say, just leave them alone. When you teach kids, like, oh, you got bullied, just don't talk to them, right? Like it's I can't do anything. Like while they are doing all that to me, like, can I do the same back to them? No, you don't do that. You're a good kid, right? It make no sense. But yeah, you're yeeping yourself. Like, come on, where does all that anger go, right? Into yourself. And eventually you hurt yourself. It's a very bad thing. Like if you are being a parent or almost being a parent, you need to know not to teach your kid to act like that. That's such a coward. Like, anything happen, just suck it up. No, 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 no. That's not healthy. Thing number two, Gulf Echo India.
Team Yacht number 2, Gulf Echo, India. Oh man. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to get awards for being a doormat, essentially. They called it the Good Neighbor Award. It's basically, you know, a prize for being the bully's doormat. Not good. Um, so yeah, that's there's so much mindset correction to be had around what it means to be good to yourself, to defend yourself, to protect your heart, to defend your Tao, um, and to hit back. Um, yeah, I'm thinking about all of this and like all of the skin problems that I used to have, excessive dryness, excessive oiliness, like I was just all over the map. I've balanced out a lot since I got away from my family, got away from my hometown, been living with Gap and our kitty cat. Um, yeah, it's funny how these things uh, surface and manifest themselves. You were talking about the skincare masks earlier. Like I've used those myself, and they're a really pleasant boost if you already have, I guess, good virtue happening in your self-care already. But it's very much a salve on a tumor kind of situation if you don't. Like if you are not already taking care of yourself, that shit ain't gonna do anything. Um, so yeah, this is just all really interesting concepts to be absorbing and reorienting my mindset around. Tuning out number two, Golf Echo.
Yeah. When you are burning off, using off that power, it's a D7 phase. If your Jun Sun is being exhausted, meaning like the chi always had to be coming out from the ground, that's a D7, right? So if you overly have a lot of activity in that phase, that's like we say the Yun Sun or the pre heaven is having a very powerful D7 star right now, right? So it's very dry. It's like non-stop pumping all the water out. And you can imagine if the Yunsan has a wallet and it's doing like, a job and it's earning money. Wow, this Yunsan is like squeezing every penny out of the wallet and it's dried. And then you're like, oh, well, we're going to like cut up the wallet and sell it as fabric. And then we're going to use that money too. Like, oh, what about the threads? Yeah, we're going to sell that as scrap and then we're going to use it too. Right? It's crazy. So, how does the Yunsan get anything like the Yunsan? Okay, we know if you use the Yunsan a lot, right? Like exhausted, it's going to get dry. But how does it get water in? Okay, so you see, we talked about when the chi is outside, right? It first starts from like the wind, and then it comes in, become cold, and then it locked in, and then it becomes the dampness, and then you have water built inside, right? It separate the water. So your Yun Sun need that D3, that wind. So how does it have the win? Well, very simple. You think about it. If you are the D1, okay, you're the giver here. You're the D1. The Yun San is D2, right? When the Yun San screams and then you give to the other side, then they start to have D3 from you. So in a way, we always talk about when we ask ourselves, "Oh, what should I cook for dinner? What should I do for this?" You're asking the Yunsan for stuff. So you are the D2, the Yunsan is D1, right? So the D3 obviously comes from the Yunsan coming to you. But if we change that around, when you're sleeping, you are not moving, you're the D1. The Yunsan becomes the D2. If you're sleeping, okay, when you're sleeping, your Yunsan will output that D2 power, the request, and then you will give whatever you have from here back over to there, and they will then have the D3. They will have income. So you see, if you don't sleep or you cannot sleep well, right? Like while you're sleeping, your stuff is going over, but while you're sleeping, you have like nightmares. You're like, moving around. I'll get up like every 2 hours. Wow, it's like the stuff is being transferred, but in the middle, it's like you're trying to bring a bowl of soup to the table, and then you spill it here, spill it there, and then you trip over something, right? And eventually, all they got is like a bowl. Where's the soup? Oh, just spilled on the way. Right? So you see how important it is to actually work on your sleep, because that is the thing, when you give back to the Yunsan. Okay, Tina number two, Delta November Golf.
Ya, Tinya tambah 2 di 8 November ago. Yeah, now I remember 2 days ago when I do the div with the card. It's pre-heaven is yum, post-heaven is yum yum and young. That night. Uh, I think every 2 hour I have to go restroom. I think probably I drink a lot of water or something. Yeah, but it's every 2 hour. I think like waking up and then have to go restroom for that. So I don't have enough sleep. So that's why. Uh, talk about the yeep, Dewan, Jejuan, how to kill it, since the yeep that people send it to us is through the D6. So we do also the exorcism or the cleansings to cleanse the yeep in D6 through our ghost altar. Uh, this is I think because every day, there's so many yeep come to us. So that's what you said is very important to cure and to cleanse. So right now I'm focusing on the protection, exorcism, and the cleanse the restaurant, house, myself, people around me, or maybe not people around me, or maybe yeah, that's the thing that what is important to me. So yeah, back to you, net controller, team at number 2, Delta November Golf.
Ah, okay, before I start, let's see if Gap is around to check in. Let's see. Team number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Tinya number 2, Golf Alpha Papa. Still here, Szechuan, and I definitely got the same question as Tinya number 2, Delta November Golf has as well. I've got a small stack of reps slowly building under Wuhong Xianxia. Yeah, I'm definitely interested in hearing this response as well. Tinya number 2, Golf Alpha Papa.
Okay. Um, talking about the yipping. Um, so for us, we cultivate at the altar and we do our chantings of the scriptures and stuff, right? When we do scriptures, we are channeling the essence from the God related to that scripture. And the essence come from like a D1, kind of like a Yunsan, right? A giver. So it's kind of like saying you're taking the God's power into your altar when you're chanting, and you're building up a bunch of that. Now your altar has it. It's kind of like you build up all the resources at the altar. Then what are you going to do? Right? You're going to yeep yourself. You're going to put your yeep in there, and then you're going to redirect them to where they should go. So imagine the scripture is like, okay, if you do like this Bao Judge scripture, you're like bringing in rocks, like many pieces, small rocks and pebbles, and then you collect them. You collect them at the altar, right? So all these pebbles comes from the God, the Bao Judge, right? So it comes from him, and it contains his power inside. So we collect all these little pebbles, and then later, after a while, we are like, it's a good day, and Gay is like, we checked, and today is the best day to do it. Okay, and then we're gonna throw all these things into that person or the people that deserve it, and that's the way we attack and de-yip, right? And that will actually really help because the altar can hold on to the yip for you, so you don't have to carry it with you in your body, right? So they don't stay there. They actually go into the altar as you contribute to the project every day. And then when it's time, you release it, and it goes to, um, whoever that deserve it. We have a term for this kind of ceremony. It's called sacrificing to the white tiger, 在百福. The white tiger is like saying, the white is like things that are already existing there, and the tiger is like about, these bad guys. So you're like, yeah, you have enemies, bad guys, outside of you, and you're sacrificing, you're putting out all that crap to feed them so they can eat the shit. So basically, what it is it's like, you're collecting all that stuff throughout the year, and then finding a good day, whenever that is, and you dump it over. Okay, tier number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha. I had a question pertaining to the day. Is the day pertaining to you personally, or is it pertaining to a global kind of situation? So I'm guessing because of the way that we're approaching this mission, that this is a time that is universal. So if it's a good day to attack and to do an attack or to do some kind of action, do we have a limited time, or do we have 24 hours or 2 days or something in which we can affect our magic in that time frame? Or is that magic, or is that good time only pertaining to use, or perhaps it's only just pertaining to the problem itself or the target itself? Ticket number 4, Hotel Alpha Alpha.
No, it's more about like, when we are in the mission, Gay's team is supposed to send the god over to the enemy, and then pull the god back into a div and check on their luck. So every day they have different luck, right? So when it's the day that, let's say their free heaven side is all not doing anything, and all the resources are gone, so like there's no backup coming in, and maybe their post heaven is exhausted, all the juice is gone, is exhausted. Nice, we're gonna use that day, right? So yeah, it's about the enemy's daily luck, and we're gonna pick their worst luck ever, and then just dump it on, like that, so they cannot really do much about it. It's like saying, when you're sick, then you get attacked, right? Yeah, like that. One more thing that is very interesting is, this morning I was kind of scolding Tin Hong for his the mouth virtue, because he kept on, like he always liked to say, why do you, why, and he's like always like using the kind of why in Chinese that is like very annoying. So I said, you should just ask your question directly, and not like why, just ask me the damn question. And he's like, well, if I don't use this, maybe I use another word that is also like why. I'm like, no, you ask the question directly. And he just keep coming back with like weird stuff, and I have to scold him. I said, like, your mouth is so bad. I said, if I teach you and you're not accepting, and you keep coming back with bullshit, trying to like, um ask me if this is okay, that is okay, you're not accepting, you're just bouncing me back, then I will just stop here. And then it turned out he didn't listen to some of the voice message because he was outside. And so later he apologized, and then he said, okay, I'll do something about it. And then he came up with the idea of, using the hot spell, and he sent out a card by, in D6, and he sent it to himself. And then he did a 4v5x 13 loop on the mouth, and set a command to it, and say no more saying of this and that and that, like kind of ban himself, and he put a seal on himself. And he asked me like, what can I do if I want to, like, remove the seal. What can I do? So I taught him a magic, and then he told me what he did. So I was like, okay, that's not bad. At least you used the magic. Tia number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf.
Senior at number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf. Sajan, so earlier you mentioned about capturing the person's chi before to make sure that it's fresh. How long does chi last? Depending on the interaction, I'm assuming. So let's say if you physically meet somebody and they touch you, and you had an altercation or something, and you want to use that chi to hit them back. Now, obviously, from what you're teaching us, you're not going to hit them back immediately. You want to prep, plan, stuff like that. How long does the chi linger or last from, let's say, a physical interaction or from an interaction via a phone call or email? I'm guessing they all have various time that they would be sticking around or be able to be used for that particular purpose. That's my first question. And my second question is going to be the chanting. You mentioned the chanting for the yipping. How could, if possible, during today or whenever you get time, could you make a video of not chanting the whole thing, but like a short little tutorial of how we can do it? I'm still a little gray about that area there. Yeah, I usually build up a lot of Veep just from the day itself, and knowing that I could give that tomorrow to hold on to be a package to bomb somebody with whenever the time comes up. That'll be really good. And yeah, the chanting is a little gray to me. I'm unsure how to do it. Uh, Especially if it's like a long chant, because I'm still trying to learn, but not learn, but familiarize myself with the altar spell for the check through ceremony. I usually have to read it off of the paper, which is a little annoying. I wish if I could have like remembered like you. But yeah, that's just time. That's of just common time. Like when I was learning to do a lot of the hand movements, I used to have to watch the video. Actually, I still watch the video from time from every now and again because I still forget certain parts. But yeah, it is what it is. And pertaining to Hung, is it that he wasn't asking the questions directly? He was trying to beat around the bush and get you to a particular place, or was it that he was asking a question and then trying to debate like he knows better? Back to you. Tin at number 2, Charlie playing golf.
Hong was like initially it was his way of asking question is so annoying, and then I told him what to do, what to not do, and he just kept like making excuses or trying to like defend himself or saying like, maybe I just use this word. It's kind of like he don't want to just accept it and change, right? So that's the problem. Chanting, no worry. You will learn. There will be teachings. um, the chi. Well, the chi. When people are just like when they contact you, the chi is there, and then your mind is on them at the moment and feeling it. That means you're grabbing onto the chi. Once your mind is off, like like I am on this net right now, our chi is connected. But once I do other things, my heart changed to other things, right? And I kind of forget about it, then the chi will be gone. Okay. So when you are still having that fire, when in a fight or something, you mark down someone's name, like you write it down so that it holds on to the chi for you, like that piece of paper hold on to the chi. So when you're doing magic, that piece of paper is like the sample of their blood, kind of like that. So it really helps. If you're like trying to think of them again, maybe 2 days later, that is not like their chi that came. It's mostly like your chi, which has a bit of their stuff inside, and you're bringing it out just to like remember them, but it's not really a lot of their stuff. But if like, last night when I was still, my mind was still fresh on it, most of that chi is their chi. It's a lot of their chi. And they are, of course, still actively cursing at me, right? So that is a lot of chi. And when I make the rep, all the chi goes in. Later, I can use that like to it's kind of like you capture someone's blood, and then later you can make different things of it, right? I just need a drop of it, and I can do a lot with that. So later I can use it, but you make sure you capture that right away first. Okay, Tina number 2, Echo India.
Taking out number 2, Gulf Echo India. Uh, yeah, this is pretty cool. Um, yeah, gonna work on my own virtue. Um, the idea of sort of banning ourselves from it's a strange idea, but I'm curious about it, like being able to sort of help magically correct our own virtue. That's really interesting. Um, just to kind of, well, touching back on what Hasiada was asking about earlier, and just sort of refining my understanding of your response. Um, it it's kind of my understanding at this point that a div could be done, um, just as a general, like, is this a good day to attack? Which would be kind of like assessing uh, the state and resources of the empowering and attacking teams, or camps. Uh, but I think within the context of this mission, it's more about finding uh, finding a weak spot, the break in the wall, um, on their side, on the target side, um, being able to look at uh, when they are uh, basically ripe for attack and launching it then. Um, which I assume that doing small attacks throughout the week leading up to will certainly contribute to. Am I on the right track with this? Team out number 2, Gulf Echo India.
Yeah, when you want to attack someone, the main focus is on them, not you. Because we as a team is of course like already and pumped, right? Like usually we have so much things done. So there's like no way that our resources is not enough. We have been collecting it for like the whole week or two, and it's a lot of work at the back. We're just making that rocket, making that missile. So we are ready for sure. Now, are they ready? That's the question. So you're not going to div about our luck. You're going to div about their condition. So you have to look at their condition to find which day is like a good day for us to launch so that it will hurt them the most. Because you see, everyone has a Yun San and everything, or maybe even religious powers at the back backing them up. But hey, if that day their pre-heaven is not connecting over well, right? So that means their religious power is not connecting well. That's the day I'm going to hit them, right? Like you choose a day where it's like you want to revenge as a kid, right? So you aim for the day when that other kid, their parents are like on a trip or something. Now you're alone. Okay, time to kick your butt. Tinya number 2, Delta November Golf.
Tinya number 2, Delta November Golf. Yeah, Chejon. I saw over here we are the white. If I'm on the white flag team, with the general is Cheong CH. We are not also do the messenger only, but we also defending. So we had to strengthen our defenses. Is it on the ghost altar or the landlord, and how we make a strong defense in it probably, I don't know, it's if they if they can attack us back or I don't know. So yeah, so we have to be ready to defense, not only for the attack. I think there's a work both sides. Back to you, net control. Team Jet number 2, Delta November Golf.
Yes, you guys are defending. The defending, I call that like hardening. So you're sending extra help, extra power to kind of like harden the walls of all the altars involved. So that way, everyone in the same project, it's getting more hardened and such. So that is what you're supposed to do. Of course, we will have more stuff to update into the file. Today, I just had the time to draft up this thing, and it's not complete yet. So as we go, we'll update the file, and you guys will learn what to do. Because right now, my focus is still like, for JLG that Saturday, I want to get everyone like at least to be able to write full and like those new full, right? So when you guys can write full and understand what to do, then there will be more work. Before that, I can't even assign anything because you don't know anything yet, right? So yeah, just stay tuned. It's a very fun project, and there's no rush. There's a saying in Chinese, to revenge, even 10 years, it's not too late. You can prepare. So you don't need to rush. If it's a good attack that actually does the job, then it's good. It doesn't matter how long it takes for us to build that and make it happen. But we want to make sure that when our magic is sending over, we're going to show them what real Taoism is supposed to be like. Anyway, it is now 2:05 p.m. We'll end the net here. Um, by the way, tomorrow, I have a guy coming and he said he's coming around 1 to 2 to do like repair job. So maybe I cannot be on the net. So if I cannot, maybe Ha can become the net controller or something. So that will be good. So when he is gone, I will join the net and join you guys. So just a heads up for that. 73 to all. We'll see you back online or on net B. Tina number 9, Yankee Uniform Echo is clear.
Internet number 2, Charlie Hotel Golf, clear.
Team Yacht number 2, Golf Echo India, clear.